There was a comment on one of my videos asking about tips for shading, so I decided, fuck. Like, one tip for shading I could give is, you see how the light source is, over here? And it's, like, this is a great tip. But the light source is coming from over there, and, like, this is, the the area, like, the area it would hit, like, where it would make sense, like, that's, like, yeah. And, yeah, like this. It's like, that's where it's coming from, and that's where the light would be hitting. That's where I place the light. And, like, that's where you would place the light, or, like, the opposite, like here and here. You know, just all this is where you'd, like, place the shadows. Another shading tip I've heard online is like from watching drawing tutorials and stuff. Another shading tip is to, like, not put as much detail in, like, the shadow areas. Like, these shadow areas right here, see, there's like less detail than the areas of light right here. You see that, like the same kind of hair texture, but there's less detail because it's like darker over here. You can't see as much detail in the dark. So there's like no texture right here, while there's texture up here. You see that? Like, it's like the same with anywhere that's like texture. There's like no detail. There's no detail over here. There's no detail in this whole hair area. Well, there is detail. I've been saying this whole time that there's no detail. There is detail, if you see that. Like, you see, like, these, like, little hair strands, these, like, little hair strands right there. There is detail, there's just, like, not as much. Like, here, you got the little hair strands, and then you got the big hair clumps and stuff. There's a lot more detail in this area than there is in like, this area. There's, like, a lot more visible detail. Okay, so I guess another a tip for shading is to, I don't know if this picture is a good example, but another tip for shading, this area is probably a good example, is to, like, use soft and cell shading. You see how it's like kind of soft over here while it's much harder over there. So I feel like kind of like that. Like how it softens up. That's probably the best example in this particular image. Or up here, if you can see that. Or, like, in the backs of the trees. Like, use soft and cell shading, like, combine the two. I guess that's it for all the shading tips I could give.